In this video, we'll be discussing setting up Knockout and applying your brand's typography and color styles to the project. Applying the type styles is one of the most involved parts of the process, but it pays off once you start building because you don't have to keep defining these styles over and over. So we'll begin at the body element at the all pages level. You'll see we've applied the font Roboto, the font weight 400, the font size 18, and a line height of 150%. So it's going to be the base of our brand. Anytime we drop a paragraph or a button or any element that's not otherwise styled with the specific text styles, it's going to inherit these body copy styles. So next we'll update the headlines, which we can do at the headlines quick setup. We're going to be updating this to another condensed font called Anton. Font weight 400. And it helps to already have a style guide with all the different fonts that you need, so you can just run through applying the styles and the sizes in one go. So we're also going to update the letter spacing, condense it a little bit more. Going to do that for all of these different font sizes. Now the reason that we update this at both the H1 level, or H2 through H6, and then also at the class level, is because we might have a need for an H2 that's higher up on the page in the hierarchy, but we might want it to look like a headline small. So this way we can have an H2 and we can give it, class like headline, subclass medium, and we can accomplish what we need to for SEO purposes, but also for our visual styling. Now for this project, we're going to want to also change some of these stylings for certain sizes. So we'll have a slab serif for our small headlines. Going to change that to Roboto. We're going to remove the capitalization, change the letter spacing to 0. We're also going to do that for small. And for large. So this is the styles that we're going to be using across the site. Now we'll move on to the tablet viewport. You'll see when you hop into the tablet viewport, you get a second set of headlines. And we're just going to match the sizings and also the updated slab serif sizes where that diverges from what we defined at the H level. We'll go ahead and give this capitalization. Let's see, so we'll also update our headlines. Let's see. We're going to do 30. Nope, this one is 30. And 24. And one last time, we'll update things at the mobile level. Slab serif 0, capitalize, and capitalize. Now, last text elements that we need to update are for small, medium, and large body texts. Those are in the text page under the style guide. We'll go down to text large, update that to 24. Text medium will be 18, and text small will be 16. And then a tablet, those are going to be 20, 16, and 14, which are the defaults. And lastly, we can update the large viewport sizes. Now, these are going to be updated a little bit differently. They won't be updated through the style panel as the other type styles are. They're updated through CSS calculations, and you'll see why in just a moment. But in this custom code symbol, there's a large viewport type embed. If we open that up at the very top, you'll see a bunch of variables for font sizes. Those will apply to this calculation that will give us VW units for the 1440 to 1920 viewport. And then it will change it back to pixels at the 1920 and up viewport. So if we update these variables for our desktop sizes, 18, let's see, 16 for text small, and then 132 for extra, extra large, 84 for extra large, 62 for large, 40 for medium, 36 for small, and 24 for extra small. You'll see this effect where above 1440, the text starts to grow relative to each other. And then once it gets to 1920, the text will just stop and you'll get a max width. So what that means is that the design at 1440 is going to proportionally be the same all the way up to the max width of 1920. The colors are a lot simpler to set up. They can be adjusted from the color quick setup. There's black and white, a primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary color, a set of 6 neutrals, 1 through 6, and then we have our bonus colors at the end. The main thing that's important to note is that they shouldn't be updated at the class level, but rather at the swatch level. What that will do is if you update the primary color to red, you'll see that it also updates the links. Now that's because the swatch is connected not just to background primary, but also text primary, button primary, and so on. So we want to retain those connections through the swatches anytime we make updates to the color system. If you need more colors than this, you can add them at the end and just retain the naming system of bonus 1, 2, 3, etc. Now that we've got our project set up, we've got a toolkit of brand-specific text and color classes that we can use in combination with the other default classes to start to build our project.